Hey everybody, it's Greg Reich. We're here in Cranston, Rhode Island. We're at the Iron Lion Tattoo Studio, courtesy of our good friend Tara. She's the owner-operator, and she was gracious and kind enough to let us here in today for our interview with Mr. Kevin Sokolowski.
Thank you for having me.
Kevin is a realtor for my good friend Don Martone at Century 21 Northeast in Cranston as well.
Correct.
And we actually just connected recently.
Yeah, a few, about 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're similar.
Very much.
Same age, but
Absolutely.
Warwick, you know.
Real estate.
So tell us about your background. Where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
Born and raised in Warwick. Went to Tollgate.
Is that through and through Rhode Island? Born, never left?
Well, all right. So, you know, I lived in like Providence at one point, West Warwick. I live in Coventry currently.
Okay.
You know, a little bit, you know, nothing too crazy. But for the most part, I stayed in Warwick.
Cool. And how did you get involved with Don? Like, how did the real estate thing happen? I mean, you were working in the restaurant industry, right? Before you?
Yeah. I was working in the restaurant industry for over a decade.
Wow.
Yep. So wanted to, you know, go into a different industry. Decided to go with real estate. I was already a licensed realtor, and then Don approached me at our gym. We go to the same gym, Pro Fitness in Cranston. Yeah.
Okay.
And he just said, "No, I heard you're a realtor. I'm sure you're happy with where you're at right now. And, you know, I want to talk to you. You know,
Cool.
set up an appointment." And
I could see Don doing that.
yeah.
In the gym with his sweaty, beautiful muscles.
Yeah.
Is that how he did it? He just came
Of course.
up? Like,
Yeah, of course. You know,
was he wearing an open shirt with the collar hanging
I
out?
don't think he has anything else but that.
We'll throw up some footage of Don in here so you at home, if you don't know Don, you'll get the idea. He's a great guy.
Yeah, no, very genuine, like a mentor to me. So he took me under his wing the last year, and it's been quite the run so far. So you know, gonna keep going forward.
Keep it going. And I saw your billboard. What's that, Route 10 there?
Yes, Route 10. Yep.
Reps in Real Estate.
Yeah.
We'll also put that in this video. This should be a good video, by the way. That billboard is huge, and you should feel. I mean, if I was you, I'd be like, "Oh my God, that's awesome."
Yeah, no, it's exciting. So that's our second one. You know, the first one was on Route 2. It was really cool just to do that. So I'm very fortunate to be able to do that. So it's been really fun.
Cool, man. And what would you say you're bringing from your 10 years, your decade in the restaurant industry to real estate? Because it's customer service, right? You're dealing with people, you're dealing with their money, you're dealing with their satisfaction. What are you taking from that decade and implementing it into real estate?
Exactly that. A customer service being priority. Like, you know, any one of my clients, it's customer service, making sure they're happy and being, you know, communicating with them at all levels.
And keeping them informed. Exactly.
You know, I'm very available for my clients. You know, so I'm always on my phone. You know, it might annoy some people, but that I'm with. But it's just my clients will always come first, no matter what. So
that's huge.
And I don't see that changing at all. So
when I text Kevin, for example, I'll text him, and I already see those dots coming back to me. That's the service.
Absolutely, because you know someone else will be there to do that. You know, if I'm not there, so that's why I'm always right there.
Cool, man. And how about a good story from the restaurant industry for the folks at home? What's something you know, good, bad, and different? Something that you were like, wow, I'll never forget this moment or this thing that happened.
I mean, that's a tough one. You know, there's a lot. You know, especially in the restaurant industry, it gets pretty wild in there sometimes.
PG, of course.
Yeah, so that's what rules out mostly all the stories. You know, the PG stories. You know, it was a crazy experience. I'm definitely grateful for being in the restaurant industry because it made me who I am today. But I wouldn't say there's any like wild stories that I could think of off the top of my head that's gonna like blow people's minds. You know what I mean?
So how about this? So you get your meal. I've done it, and steak. It's not cooked enough, or it's too cold, or whatever. And you send it back.
Yeah.
What happens in the kitchen when you send back the food?
Well, you know, any restaurant I've worked at, nothing's ever bad happened. It's just they recook the steak and sent it out. You know,
same steak or different steak?
Different steak. Well, depending, you know, if it's undercooked, they'll throw it back on the grill.
Gotcha.
But if it's overcooked, they've always been accommodating.
Cool. So they don't like. There's no powwow and somebody spits.
No, that's all. At least the restaurants I've worked at. You know, I can't speak for everyone else.
Cool. And what is your favorite restaurant to eat at?
To eat at, I would have to say Spain in Cranston.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
And
definitely.
how come?
I just think from the beginning to the end, it's just top notch. You know,
The
it's
experience.
just exactly. Like I was a server, so just service is very important to me. I would rather have better service than better food, and Spain just has it all. The great food, great service,
Start to finish.
nice ambiance. Just it's perfect.
Spain's getting a nice plug.
Right.
That's awesome. I went to, for the first time, I went to Capriccio's in Providence last week with my good friend Emilio DeSpirito and Matt Bates, and Zach Ravake actually was there too of North Point. And
North Point also wonderful lender. Sean
Great.
McGowan, you're the man.
yes, Josh Luzzy as well. So I'm in the basement as it is, all the way in the back in the bar, and we're having a couple of drinks, and we said, let's get some food. So my friend says, Matt, he goes, let's get the steak Diana. And I was like, what's that? He goes, you've never had it? And I said, no, I never had it. The guy comes out with a cart with the kerosene or whatever it is. He cooks the steak in front of you.
In front of you.
An old guy with the suit and, the oil and the seasonings, and flips it and talks to you while he's cooking.
Wow.
It's just good for you. You wanted a little more? And I was like,
And this is a whole steak. It's not like a hibachi type
No,
cut up
this
steak,
was
stir
it was
fry.
a tender pounded steak of some sort. It was this big too. He cooked two at once for us too. And I was like, wow.
Wow, that is
That's
kinda
Rhode
cool.
Island. That's service.
Yeah,
Because we're
Rhode Island
service.
has some of
we're
the
service
greatest
state.
food in the country. You know, they really
Exactly.
do.
Every ethnicity, background. I mean, you could say, I want Ethiopian food, and there's a restaurant.
Somewhere it
There's
is.
Haitian food. There's Colombian food. Lots of it. In Pawtucket, where I'm at. So we're blessed, and I think people don't appreciate that.
No, I don't think they realize because when you go to different states, you don't realize how good you have food here in Rhode Island.
Absolutely.
It's just, and like you said, there's so many selections on every city, every street.
It's not all fast food. Like you go to the Midwest, you go down south, it's just like Waffle House.
Which I think is awful.
Popeyes,
Waffle
McDonald's,
House. I'm not a fan of Waffle
It's
House.
just like, it gets old. And I like these little nooks and crannies that we have. And small business is huge to me, and that's a lot of the reason why I do these interviews.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us how you know Tara and how you got connected with Iron Lion Tattoo?
So Tara's been a friend of my family for over a decade also, from my sister, brother-in-law, and then I eventually wanted to get
She
a
did all
tattoo.
your work?
She's done, I don't let anyone
Wow.
do my ink besides her. It's almost like a
Give us
barber.
a little close up. Maybe stand up in the camera here. Show us some of your stuff there.
I don't know if you can see it. There we go. But yeah, I have it all arm. But yeah, I've got more to come. But she's just, I think she's the best in the state. So I just won't go somewhere else. Because the results speak for themselves and her reputation speaks for herself.
Absolutely.
So
I just got some ink on my arm.
yeah, I like that.
The outside, I got Lady Liberty. And then over here, I got the eagle carrying the flag, the U.S. flag. So big time patriotic guy, that's what I am.
Yeah. Now you're gonna go.
I think
up.
so.
Yeah, that's
I
the way to
think
go.
it's kind of like, it feels naked here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got a little Ronnie James Dio here, Master of the Moon, so I gotta fill that in. And then it's like, all right, well, I got space here.
And it's so interesting too, like
Just let it go.
when you see like your skin empty, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start getting annoyed.
It's a
like,
blank canvas.
Yeah, exactly,
Fill this up.
exactly.
But as far as sensitive areas goes, do you have anything like on your rib cage?
No, I just have the arm right now.
Just the arm?
We're doing the next arm as soon as she gets another date for me. But
She's here, hanging out.
but yeah, so I'll do the arms. I'm gonna be covered personally, but
Yeah.
it's a process,
That's cool. Cool, man. And what would you say 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you're doing? What's it look like?
I'm the #1 realtor in Rhode Island, #1 team. I keep saying it from day one. I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over, and I truly believe that.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I work hard every day, no days off. I'm sure that there's a bunch of other realtors that have that mindset too, but just that's where I'm going to be in 5 years from now.
And you say that your service is going to be the reason why, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that fast-paced industry, just being able to handle so much at once. I'm ready to do great things in this industry.
And how old are you?
I'm 30.
30, just like me. I'm 30. Together we're 60.
Yeah.
Which is still young.
They're very young. It's very young.
So you're 30, you got a long, healthy, open road ahead of you.
Very healthy.
No children?
Not that I know of.
That you know of.
No. G-rated.
G-rated. But that's huge. I mean, not that children are bad or anything, but it takes up your time.
No, for sure.
It takes up your lifestyle. It creates a whole new lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So the folks at home can see that you're 100% committed professionally and personally
Yes.
to your future, which is huge.
Absolutely.
You have nothing but time.
Yeah.
And good looks. And nice tattoos.
Thank you.
Cool, man. And if the folks at home want to get in touch with you, how should they do so?
Just call me at 401-523-9483. Call or text me, whatever they feel more comfortable with.
And your email?
soldwithsoko@gmail.com.
And that's sold with SOKO
Correct.
at gmail.com. Cool, man. And last thing, knock knock.
Who's there?
Kevin.
Kevin who?
Kevin Sokolowski.
Thank you.
Cool, man. And if you have any questions for me, throw them in the comments section below. I'll get right back to you. Once again, Greg Rice from Nexus Property Management, Kevin Sokolowski, Century 21 Northeast at Iron Lion Tattoo in Cranston, Rhode Island.